Hi, this is Mark. This is Wednesday, the 27th of March. Tomorrow is a bank holiday, start of the Easter weekend in New Zealand and Australia, and on Friday, much of the rest of the Western world, and therefore things are starting to slow down already. Small ranges in Forex once again, but you can use the same skills as I showed you on Tuesday for stocks and also for crypto. And so get in the habit of looking at the charts, looking at the technicals, and looking for potential breakouts and pullbacks. This is MicroStrategy, the Bitcoin related one I shared for you when it was down at 350 and also again at 500. I bought some more. This was my initial profit take on the original surge, and then I bought some more last week at 1300, and within a week we're now back up at 2000. So that is up, can't remember in percentage terms, 50%. I have just taken half of this buy off because 2000 is a logical area for it to stop. Big whole number, decimal, 1000, 2000. If you're going to have a pullback from anywhere, and have a look at the charts and look if you were wanting to buy into this stock, areas that you would consider a good price. And for example, 13 again, and I also have an order set at 1150 for this one as well as. So that's just something for you to look at, but get in the habit, have a look. M2, and it's all about support and resistance, and it's all about trend lines and Fibonacci, and particularly the 55 EMA. So if you've been wanting to get involved in the S&P and it's too expensive up here, then start looking for pullbacks back down here. Not financial advice, of course. Nvidia, again, if you thought it was too expensive at the 1000 and where it was, then start looking here and thinking about, well, at 800 you're buying it at a 20% discount as of the previous price. I personally will not buy anything unless I can make at least minimum 25%, but that starts to get interesting around 800. The Nasdaq, so again, channel, showed you all this on Tuesday in the live session. If you didn't watch the video, go back and watch it because I showed you how to use technical and fundamental to plan in advance where you would want to get involved. Nasdaq has made all-time highs. If it pulls back, where's the first place we anticipate it would stop? And similarly, Apple's been having some bad news. So if you've been wanting to buy Apple for years, well, suddenly at the moment it is 16% cheaper than it was previously. But technically we're now in a down channel. We've broken the 78.6 fibs, so now we have to start thinking of shorts. Now, I wouldn't short something like Apple, but you would be looking for lower moves, pull back into here, drop further, and then start to be interested. But I've shown you before, I have the COVID lows on things, and Apple was down at 60 with the COVID crash. But anyway, the principle of it with all of these is have a look. If things are too expensive now, where would you be happy? Where would you be content with being able to buy in something cheaper? Google's another one. Google, down here, I have an alarm set at 136. Once again, not massive potential gain, so not for me. But it may suit your portfolio if you're trying to build dividend stocks. Now let's have a quick run through the FX charts. So the dollar index we have seen has come back up yet again to the trend line. I showed you the other day, this was the area of resistance. I wouldn't expect it to go through in the next few days until the Easter holidays are away. But you never know, if something kicks off in Ukraine or the Middle East, God forbid, then that would be the catalyst we would need. Gold, I explained, I sold all my gold the other day at 2,200. It's not pulled back as much as I thought, but I'm okay with that. I did buy some more GDX today, which is an ETF for gold. I would be interested, start to pay attention at 2.1 and certainly anywhere down here around 2,000. I also sold all my silver and I managed to get out right up at the top, 25.50 I think it was. It's now broken a trend line. I am interested to start buying again, perhaps at 24. More so around 23.50. Once again, I use stocks for this. S&P I've just shown you. Oil, so we had the break the other week. This was a break of a massive area because of the incident where Ukraine had bombed a petroleum depot, refinery in Russia, and that's why why oil is where it is. Nasdaq I've just shown you. Nice cleaner charts for me on the MetaTrader platform, but again, here would be the area. Bitcoin and Ethereum, once again, I showed you the other day, so check out the video from Tuesday. Now, the USD CAD, I had the split orders in down here, and this was the target. Well, we haven't moved far enough away from where I expected it to resist, So that I'm going to need to cancel that before the weekend. Swissy's just gone, but for next week we start thinking around 89 for a long. Showed you with the euro. I wasn't so keen on the euro because it was trapped between these two EMAs and the distance is only 20 odd pips. However, I did take the pound USD and it's gone absolutely nowhere today. It's done 34 pips of an average 68. I moved the stop to entry yesterday so I can't lose on this trade. But apart from the fact I'm dying of boredom, I think that this just may not go anywhere until after the weekend. So what I'm going to do, I either take 70% off now, or I could just move the stop to entry. If I get out of the minute, the price is going to be profit of 33 pips. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the stop to here just above today's high, 26.40. I'm going to lock in then 100% of it at 25 pips. And hey, just take what the market's willing to give you. Aussie, showed you earlier in the week, not for me this week. The NZD, yes, very interesting and attractive. Almost perfect M2 setup here. We've had the break through all the EMAs, got the fib in the way, we've got the whole number in there. That would be a definite trade for me if we get the move up today. But I say it's New Zealand bank holiday weekend starts tomorrow, so it's probably not going to do it. And then New Zealand CAD was the other one, almost the identical pattern you will see. So in these scenarios, then you have to start thinking, well, which is the best potential risk reward? And this would be a 45 pip stop for a potential 100 pip gain. The New Zealand dollar would be risking, I can't remember now, I think it's 30, 40, is it? 40 for a potential 80, possibly 120. Either choose one or take both, but split the risk. Dollar yen looks particularly interesting if we get further back down on the pullback. Pound yen, notice the same pattern as those stock indices I've just been showing you. So anywhere around 189, really interesting. And 190 is a logical area for a lot of traders to be thinking of taking that one. Euro pound, not fired as ever. Almost did it the other day and missed. And I think that's it. Pound CAD's the other one I've got in here. And once again, I'm going to have to cancel all these for the weekend, because when markets are closed for 3 days and anything kicks off over the weekend, it could be that your stop is jumped by a significant amount, not worth the risk. This, in terms of risk, is risking 60 for a potential 320 gain. So I will replace this order on Monday/Tuesday. Final ones in here, dollar yen, showing you that on the weekly a second ago. Okay, if we don't see you again before, have a happy Easter. Don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe to our channel.